So, good morning. Today is International Women's Day. It's also a day without a woman. And I chose not to strike today because I represent so many women in the 95th district that I don't take a day off usually. But I am sending positive energy to those that chose to strike and definitely standing in solidarity with those that couldn't strike. So today we're going to spend the day celebrating women here on the peninsula that are making an impact, and our quality of life is impacted by arts. And one of my favorite artists in all of the world is Chanda Epps, and she's here with us, and so we're just going to talk a little bit about what it means to be an artist, but she also owns her own business. And one of the things that we definitely want to do today is promote women-owned businesses. And so what's the name of your business, Chanda?
The name of my business is New Art by CJ Epps.
Okay, and when did you become a business owner?
I established my business in 2011. I actually had my first art show in 2011, and it was very successful, and it just launched my desire to have a full-fledged business and start selling my original artwork.
Awesome. I am really and truly a fan. I think I have reached collector status, and there are some pieces that we have here today that I'm just going to ask Chanda, walk us through your journey, because I feel like since 2011, would you say you've evolved as an artist?
Absolutely. I truly believe that my art has grown with me, and it reflects where I am in my life and my thoughts, and just as a woman, I am inspired by so many different things, so that's reflected in each piece that I do each year.
Awesome. All right, walk us through it.
All right, so this is from 2011, and again, this is when I really started focusing on, taking the ideas and dreams that I have and putting them on canvas. So a lot of times I'll use shapes. I love the lotus flower because of what it means. So in my earlier pieces, a lot of lotus flowers will be reflected in those pieces. But I also love bright, vibrant colors. So here you'll see a combination of all of those things. But really, I was really into the technical lines, infusing spheres and things of that nature onto my pieces. And again, just still finding my voice, if you will, in my art, but just playing around with different colors. There's not really a method to it. I just see colors and I just put them together. So this one, again, an earlier piece, and it just really captures where I was in the beginning when I started to sell my artwork.
Great. What about this one?
Again, similar design, again with the lotus flower, but evolving more into using different colors. Again, playing around with adding more shapes into the paintings and just seeing how far I can push my own creativity. So that one really reflects that. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I actually got a bouquet for my birthday that year. I think that was 2013. And it really inspired me because it was beautiful and because of who gave it to me, but just the shapes and angles of the petals of the flowers and the angles of the leaves. So I kind of combined the colors of the bouquet into the background and just really highlighted some of the flowers and leaves that were in the actual bouquet. I don't know the names of those flowers, but I'm really into shapes. I really love petals and leaves. So again, this is where you start to see me transition into doing more flowers and more defined pieces as it relates to actually having a more naturalistic look to it.
And this one.
This one is also a favorite piece. This is one that I actually created last year, and again, incorporating more leaves and flowers. These are actually flowers that I saw at some point in time during the whole creation process, and inspired by an African picture that I saw. I wanted to include the necklace, the choker necklace on her. But again, just moving into more, branching out and looking at doing more naturalistic art,
Right.
As opposed to just sticking with abstract.
So awesome. So since 2011, have you had any challenges as a business owner, or has it been just smooth sailing?
No, because I work full time, the challenge is always trying to find that balance, because because art is such a big part of who I am, it's not a hobby. It's something that I do, and it's my own personal expression. So it's really just mapping out time so that I have time to create and give time to that, and also give time to my full-time job, which I love to do as well. So the challenge for me is finding that balance. And because I'm a self-taught artist and entrepreneur, I'm kind of learning as I go along. I'm taking classes, I'm talking to other business owners. I'm just trying to infuse all the different things that I hear into my business. It's really about having time to grow that as well, because it doesn't happen on its own. So you have to give that time as well in order to be successful. So I've just kind of approached it as, I learn as I go along, but I'm also being very careful in taking it step by step.
Gotcha.
I started my mobile paint parties branch in 2014, and so now that's another arm of my business that I have to research and really make sure I'm doing things the right way, and that I'm utilizing the best practices to maximize my products and maximize those opportunities to also market my business.
Awesome. What's something that you wish you knew before you started that no one ever told you?
Well, I think like the whole accounting piece, because I love art, so it's really easy for me to just focus on that. That's what I know. I know what type of paint to use. I know what colors I want to use. The business part of the art business is something that I really wish I had taken classes. So I am looking at doing that over the course of the next few months. When I have some downtime over the summer, I really want to look at the financial aspect of it, because I do keep track of everything, but I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. So that's not my area. That's not my area of expertise. So I would say, definitely, magnify your strengths and focus on those things, but also seek out support and resources for those areas that you're not quite familiar with.
Awesome.
So that's something that, I kind of jumped into it without having that business background, knowledge.
Right.
So I'm kind of having to learn those things as I go along.
Got you. Stay tuned, because we'll have more on that, about the resources that are available for small businesses. And then in your day job, you help shape young minds, right? So how important is it to you that there are opportunities for art and creativity in the lives of our youth?
Well, I think art is infused in all subject areas. There's an element of creativity in all areas of instruction. And I think if you pull those things out, you'll be able to hook more students that way. In my after-school program that I launched in 2015, that was a way for me to infuse SOLs into fun art activities. So the children are learning, but they're also having fun, and they're also creating something that they can be proud of. So I think that's a big part of it, finding those things that hook their attention and make them excited about learning, and just utilize that to pull those skills together and get them to be successful in school.
That's awesome. Well, I just want to say how much your creativity, your just the soul and the essence of you are so inspiring to me and to women that know you. You have an amazing daughter, Amani, and she was able to intern with us in Richmond. And let me tell you guys, the apple does not fall far from the tree. So we're looking for amazing things from her. But thank you for explaining your journey and just sharing with us. And we look forward to even bigger things from you.
I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, stay tuned, because we're going to have more women on the peninsula making an impact, and we're celebrating them today for International Women's Day, a day without a woman. Thank you.